Good afternoon, everyone. This is Isabel Paradis. I'm talking to you from sunny London, as you can see. I'm here in the presence of one of the most inspiring ladies in telecom, Mardia van der Walt, Senior Vice President, Deutsche Telekom ICSS. Mardia, thank you for joining me finally. I've been trying to interview you for a while, but thank you for accepting.
Thank you, Isabel. It's wonderful to be here.
Mardia, about a year ago, I interviewed you and did an article, and we discussed it in a lot of detail, the need for the wholesale industry to transform. I think most people agree that the industry has to transform. But more importantly, I think the organization and the culture has to change drastically. That's my point of view. And if that doesn't happen, I'm not sure that the transformation will work really. But do you agree?
I fully agree. I fully agree. I think, you know, apart from the wholesale industry that's changing fundamentally, and everybody in the industry is talking about it and how it should change, the world around us is also changing fundamentally. You know, we're talking about millennials, who is currently the biggest single group of people on this planet. 2.5 billion people are millennials. By 2020, 50% of our workforce will be millennials. And, you know, they are all driven by purpose. They work in a different way to our generation and the generations before us. So if we do not find a way to fundamentally transform the way we think and the way we lead and the way we do business, we will not survive. We will not survive as an industry in the current way that it's happening.
So I guess it's easy to say that the industry needs to transform, but how does that take place? What do you do for you, in example, in Deutsche Telekom? How do you empower that change, that cultural change?
I think it becomes very personal. People, you know, we often build our strategies for our business and for our industry based on our understanding of the context of the world that we are in. So obviously, there's a sharing of this shared context. So people need to understand what this world is. What is artificial intelligence? What does millennials want? What is this world of the Internet of Things? So everybody needs to understand. So a lot of my time is spent on communicating these messages to people, because the first natural reaction for people is that it's fear. Because what does this do? Artificial intelligence will take away jobs. That is true to a great extent. But what does it mean for me? And what do I ask you to transform to? Is there something or a life for me after this? So that's the first step. The first step is to understand the context.
So remove the fear through knowledge.
Exactly, through knowledge. And that is, for me, it's two things. It's knowledge and belief. The knowledge of the context, the world that it is, you can't lie about it, you can't make it softer, so you have to just create the reality. And I feel we are employing adults, so they need to hear the truth. But the second element is about hope. You know, as a leader, I believe my job is to give hope. To give hope, with other words, creating transparency of the context, but then also helping people to understand what is it that we need to do every single day in order to create this new future, to implement this new strategy that will give us opportunities. And that creates hope. You know, if people know and they understand and they know what they need to do every single day in their specific role, and for everybody it's different, it takes a lot of the fear away. So a lot of my work is about going around talking to people about the context, talking about our strategy, translating that strategy daily into actions for each team, for each person, and then obviously monitoring and making sure that we execute on that every single day. It sounds very simple.
No, I'm sure it's not.
but it is about repetition. It's about really creating an understanding and a buy-in, because that is what you need. If people believe there's a bit of a bigger purpose, that my life isn't, it's not just about selling layer 2 or layer 3 products. Actually, I'm connecting humankind. And if you can build kind of a bigger connection to a bigger purpose, that is how we get people to be engaged.
And I think I would add a third one. It would be to encourage diversity in terms of culture, age, background, and obviously women and men.
Yes.
That reflects our society, because we're building the society of tomorrow.
Exactly.
So we have to reflect it throughout our organization as well.
Absolutely. I think that's a critical element for all of us.
Well, Mardia, as always, inspiring. I hope we can do this again. Maybe next time we can talk about the role of women in innovation. That's a subject that is very close to my heart, and I'm sure yours as well.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much. And thank you, everyone, for watching, and until the next Hot Shot.